if the sum of first m terms, which means S of m of an AP is 2m square plus 3m. 2m square plus 3m. Find its second term. Now when they have told you S of m terms is of the form 2m square plus 3m, it means they have given you the formula to be used to find S of m. Which means we will not use the original two formulas, that n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d, or n by 2 into a plus l. They have told us to specifically use this formula. Now we have to find the second term. To find second term, we need to know a and d. So how do we find a? Now what happens if I find S of 1? That will be equal to 2 into 1 square plus 3 into 1, which is 2 plus 3, which is equal to 5, which is also equal to a. Why? Because the sum of one term is itself, right? If I tell you sum of 2 is 2, sum of 3 is 3, which means the sum of the first term is the first term itself, which means whenever we find S of 1, we get the value of a. So remember this, guys, in the future S of 1 is also equal to a. Now we know a, now we can find S of 2. What is that? 2 into 2 square plus 3 into 2. So 2 into 4, 8 plus 3 into 2, 6, which is 14. Now we have found S of 2. What is S of 2? A plus A2. S of 2 is 14, A is 5 plus A2. So A2 will be equal to 14 minus 5, which means A2 will be equal to 9. So we have found the second term. But there is another way that you can directly find. Let's say they had asked us to find 20th term. What would we have had to do? We had found A, we had found A2, then we would have done A2 minus A to find the value of D, and then found the 20th term using A of n formula. But the simplest way, whenever they have given you something like this, where they have given you the formula for S of m, which can be directly applied, remember S of n will be equal to S of n minus S of n minus 1. What it means is S of 20 will be equal to S of 20 minus, A of 20, not A, sorry, it's not S of n, A of n will be equal to S of n minus S of n minus 1. Which means if I had to find the 20th term for this, directly I could have found the sum of S of 20 and S of 19 and just done S of 20 minus S of 19. So this is another very important formula. Now the second question, find the sum of all positive odd numbers till 1000. So all positive starts with 1 till 1000. We have to find the sum of all positive odd numbers. So here we have the first number as 1. So A is equal to 1. The last odd number, 1000 is not the odd number, but the last odd number is 999, right? So we know the first and last term. For odd numbers, what is the common difference? 3, 5, 7. So the common difference is 2. It increases every time, it increases by 2. Now for to find S of n, we need to find the value of n. How many terms are there? So how do we find it? We know the last term. So if you find the value of n for the last term, you get the number of terms. Please remember this. So A of n equal to A plus n minus 1 into D. This is the formula. The last term is 999. So we'll use A of n as 999. So 999 equal to A, that is 1, plus n minus 1 into D, that is 2. Transposing 1 this side, it becomes minus 1. So it becomes 998 equal to 2n minus 2, opening the brackets. Now I transpose minus 2, it becomes plus 2. So this becomes 1000 equal to 2n. So n equal to 1000 by 2. So n equal to 500. So now we have the value of n. We know first term and last term. So to find S of n, that is S of 500, we'll use the second formula since we know first and last term. That is n by 2, that is 500 by 2 into A plus L. So I get 250 into 1000. 1 plus 999 is 1000. So I get 2,50,000, which is the answer. So sum of all positive odd numbers is between 1 and 1000 is 2,50,000. Now the third question from test 2. Find the number of terms of the AP 54, 51, 54, 51, 48. Okay, they have given us AP so that the sum is 513. So S of n should be 513. They have asked us for the number of terms, which means we need to find the value of n. How many terms when we add? The sum is 513. So from the AP we have A equal to 54. D equal to 51 minus 54, that is minus 3, right? So S of n formula 513 equal to n by 2, that is what we are going to find. N by 2 into 2A, that is 2 into 54, 108 plus n minus 1 into D, that is minus 3. Remember guys, negative sign, so I am putting it in brackets, so when we open brackets and multiply, we don't make any mistakes. So I transpose this 2 on the other side, it becomes 513 into 2, which is 1026 to n 108 minus 3 into n minus 3n minus 1 into minus 3 plus 3. So I get 1026 equal to n into 108 plus 3 111 minus 3n. So I get 1026 equal to 111n minus 3n square. Now if you observe, this is a quadratic equation. So I'll take everything on, transpose all this on one side. So minus 3n square becomes plus 3n square minus 111n plus 1026 equal to 0. Now, okay, now you've not got, you already know how to solve a quadratic equation. But before that, we'll see if we can simplify this. This is 3, 1, 1, 1, 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3, divisible by 3, 1 plus 2 plus 6, 9, which is also divisible by 3. So I'll divide the whole equation by 3 just to make it simple. So I'll get n square minus 37n, right, plus 342 equal to 0. Now I simplified the numbers. I'll use the formula method to find the roots of this equation. So what is it? B minus b plus or minus root b square minus 4ac by 2a. Now b is minus 37, so it becomes minus of minus 37. Please remember to take the signs, alright. Plus or minus root of minus 37 square minus 4 into a is 1 and c is 342, right. By 2a, a is 1, so it will be by 2. Now finding 37 square, so I'll do it here. 37 into 37, so not 37 square for this part, 37 into 37, 7 sevens are 49, 3 sevens are 21 plus 4, 25, 3 sevens are 21, 3 threes are 9 plus 2, 11. So 9, 6, 3, 1, 3, 6, 9. Here minus into minus becomes plus, so 37 plus or minus 1, 3, 6, 9 minus 4 into 342, 4 twos are 8, 4 fours are 16, 1 goes here, 12, 1, 3, 6, 8 by 2. It is 1, 3, okay, I'll just write it again, 1, 3, 6, 8. So I get 37 plus or minus root 1, 1369 minus 1368, root 1 by 2. So 37 plus or minus root of 1 is 1, right? So 37 plus 1, 38 by 2 and 37 minus 1, 36 by 2. 38 by 2 is 19 and 36 by 2 is 18. So we are getting n equal to 19 and n equal to 18. Both values, both answers are correct. The sum of first 18 terms will be the same as the sum of first 19 terms. Why? Because this is the decreasing AP. What happens initially as the numbers are decreasing, when you add the addition, the sum is going, the numbers are increasing for the sum. Then once the negative numbers start in the AP, the sum starts decreasing again. Because let's say we do 54 plus 51, it becomes 105. Then we do plus 48, it becomes more than 105. It reaches up to a certain point. And then when the negative term starts, then again the sum will start decreasing. Which is why in a decreasing AP, there are chances that sum of two terms can be same, which means the sum of 18 term and the 19 term is will be 0. Now the fourth question. The first and last terms of an AP are 17 and 350. The first and last terms are 17 and 350. If common difference is 9, D is 9. How many terms are there in the AP and what is their sum? Okay, how many terms are there in the AP? We know the last term, which means the n value for the last term is the number of terms. So we'll take A of n as 350 equal to A, that is 17 plus n minus 1 into D. Now I transpose 17, it becomes 350 minus 17, which is 333, equal to 9n minus 9. Opening the brackets, minus 9 comes this side, it becomes plus 9. So 342 equal to 9n. So n equal to 342 by 9. 9 ones are, 3s are 27. I get 72. So 8s are 72. So n equal to 38 for the last term, which means there are 38 terms in the AP. And what is their sum? So S of 38, because there are 38 terms. I know first and last term, so I'll use n by 2 into A plus L. So n is 38 by 2 into A is 17 plus L is 350. 2 ones are 19s are. So I get 19 into 17 plus 350, 367. So I have to do 367 into 19. 9 sevens are 63. 9 6s are 54 plus 6, 60. 9 3s are 21 plus 6, 20. Sorry, 9 3s are 27 plus 6, 33. And here it will be 367. So 3796. So the answer is 6973. Now the fifth question. The sum of first 7 terms of an AP is 49. Sum of first 7 terms is 49. And that of the first 17 terms, sum of the first 17 terms is 289. Find the sum of first n terms, which means we have to find a S of n formula for this problem. Now we do not know A, we do not know D. We have 2 equations we can form, so we can find A and D. Okay, so S of 7, that is 49, equal to n by 2, that is 7 by 2 into 2A plus n minus 1, that is 7 minus 1, that is 6D, right? I take transpose 2 on the other side, it becomes 98, and 7 will come down here, 2A plus 6D. It is divisible, 7 ones are, 14s are. So I get 2A plus 6D equal to 14. I can take 2 common here. So it becomes 2 into A plus 3D equal to 14. So A plus 3D equal to 14 by 2. That is 7. So this is our first equation. Now using this, and S of 17 is 289. So 289 equal to 17 by 2 into 2A plus n minus 1, that is 17 minus 1, 16D. Now again I can take 2 common here itself. So it will become A plus 8D and 2 comes out, 2 and 2 cancels. 17 ones are, 17 17s are. So I get A plus 8D equal to 17. This is our second equation. Then from 1 and 2, A plus 3D equal to 7. Now using elimination method, I'll cancel A. So subtracting both, signs will change here. Plus A minus A, 0, 8 minus 3, 5D, 17 minus 7, 10. So D is equal to 10 by 5, that is 2. Now using this equation, I know the value of D, A plus 3 into 2, 6 equal to 7. So A equal to 7 minus 6, so A equal to 1. So we found A and D. Now they have asked us to find S of n. So S of n equal to n by 2 into 2A, that is 2 into 1, 2 plus n minus 1 into D, that is 2. Now if you observe, I can take 2 common from here, n by 2, or we will do it slowly, 2 plus 2n minus 2. or I could have taken 2 common as well. Plus 2 minus 2 cancels, so I get S of n equal to n by 2 into 2n. So 2 and 2 cancels, so S of n equal to n square. So the formula for S of n for this problem will be n square. You can directly use that formula and find any sum.